Good evening everyone, and welcome back to my creative channel. As you can see, I am no longer the Primrose Fairy. For one night only, I am the Primrose Witch. Now this evening I am making Mulberry Stew, the recipe of which can be found in this here spellbook on page 666. I also have with me some Witch's Brew, which is going down very nicely indeed. A little bit too well. I am surrounded by candles, my little pet cat with his little head, and I also made another pet cat out of a pumpkin. It's to keep me company on this dark and cold night. Now, let's start by making this famous mulberry stew. Now I've put in all the ingredients that the spellbook has asked me to, but there's one more I need to put in, and it says here if I put in a pinch of spider's legs, the stew will then take effect. So let me just get my pinch of spider legs. There we go. It is cooking nicely. Oh, lovely. Now, it says here in my spellbook to simmer for as long as we need the spell to work. Now that's interesting. Yes, indeed. This stew is actually a spell and is a well-kept secret amongst witches. The most famous story of which is the legend of the Mulberry Witches. 3 sisters who lived in the heart of Mulberry Forest, a dark and mysterious land which everyone feared. Let me just take a sip. This is going absolutely everywhere. Now, to ward off the witch haters, the Mulberry sisters would keep this stew bubbling away all day and all night, 365 days a year. If anyone happened to pass by their cottages, it would only take a whiff of this stew for them to forget where they were and who they were, and disappear into the woods, never to be seen again. Now, this spell worked well for centuries, and the witches continue to live happily in their beloved forest. But one fateful Halloween Eve, a traveller happened upon their cottages, and the scent of the stew had no effect on him whatsoever. He was immune. Now sadly this eventually led to the demise of the witches. But that's another story, for another time. My witch's stew is going absolutely bloody everywhere. And a little bit is going in my witch's goblet, which is fine. Now I hope you all have a safe and spooky Halloween, whatever you're getting up to. Please do let me know in the comments below what you are doing for Halloween. I'd be very interested to know what you're up to. Now, I'm off to drink more Witch's Brew and let that take effect. And I shall see you next week. Oh, I flipping love it. I love it.